about time. What's going on?
Rumor Report, Rumor Report. This is the Rumor Report.
Talk to him.
With Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
Well, Chaka Zulu, who is Ludacris's longtime manager and business partner, was arrested and charged with murder on September 13th. That's in connection to a fatal triple shooting that happened back in June. And now his attorney and sister have responded to these charges. Now, according to the statement, they said Mr. Chaka Zulu, the beloved son of the city of Atlanta, is disappointed in the Atlanta Police Department's decision to bring charges against him surrounding the shooting that occurred in June 2022. A close review of all of the evidence, including surveillance footage and eyewitness interviews, revealed that Mr. Zulu was attacked and jumped from behind by a gang of at least 4 individuals, sadly, including the deceased, and was forced to defend himself after this gang repeatedly stomped, punched, and kicked him while he was on the ground in a defenseless posture in an attempt to save his life. He lawfully discharged his weapon in self-defense, a weapon that he was licensed to carry. And so the narrative, I guess now they want to make sure that, you know, he doesn't end up going to jail for defending himself when he could have potentially gotten killed in this incident.
Right. Yeah, I don't understand this one at all. Like, does the stand your ground law not apply to black people? Not to mention he was at his place of business. I feel like if that was a white person at his place of business and that happened, not only would charges not be pressed, the people who jumped him would be arrested. And how is there footage of him getting jumped and shot? And did I read correctly that nobody's been arrested for that yet?
No, just Chaka.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
How did that make sense?
He surrendered to authorities September 13th. He bonded out the same day, and he was one of 3 people that was shot in that incident. At that time, what was reported was several men got into an argument, and several shots were fired, and Chaka was one of the people who was struck. One person was killed, and another person was injured.
I mean, I'm sure he'll, you know, beat that when he goes to court, but I want to know, why was he charged to begin with?
Right. Imagine you're fighting for your life. All of this happens. You're jumped and attacked, and then now you're being charged.
And Georgia's definitely
Doesn't
a
make any
stand your ground state.
Yep.
All right, now Post Malone had a really nasty onstage fall. I mean, that looked painful. I guess there was a ramp and a hole in the floor that had been used to lower his guitar. It's like a trap door, and somebody did not cover it up. And so you can see Post Malone go down really hard, and he's laying on the ground for several minutes holding on to his rib cage. And eventually he was able to get off of the stage. He did promise his fans he would be back, and he did come back about 10 minutes later, but he looked really injured. Here's Post Malone.
So whenever we do the acoustic part of the show, the guitar's on the guitar stand and it goes down. There's this big hole, so I go around there and I turn the corner and bust my ass and winded me pretty good. We just got back from the hospital and everything's good. Everything's good. They gave me some pain meds and everything, so we can keep kicking on the tour. I just want to apologize to everyone in St. Louis, and I want to say thank you guys so much for coming to the show.
That's the kind of lawsuit people hope for. Who do you sue in a situation like that? Like when he's
someone neglected to do something.
Yes.
But that's his stage setup, though, right?
I don't care. Somebody got to get sued. When Ezell walked into that convenience store on Friday and laid out on the floor and said, my neck, my back, my neck, and my back, that's what he was hoping for. That type of lawsuit right there. That's a big lawsuit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, people initially were saying that he broke his ribs, but he bruised his ribs, which, by the way, I bruised my ribs before. That is extremely painful when you try to breathe, you can't laugh, sit down, move, and everything. But so I can't imagine what breaking them would be like, but he did bruise his ribs.
It hurts when brief. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, it did.
I'm sure.
It did. All right, and Nicki Minaj and JT were on Instagram Live together, and this is the part that everybody was talking about, and they did clear this up afterward. Nicki Minaj brought up the fact that JT had made a diss about her years ago and wanted her to rap that.
Diss track is against me in the car, when you was in the car. How that song go? Rap that song right now.
My diss song is saying, wait, what it say? Nicki can't rip no beat. She ain't even from the street, so I was in my Jeep, my blue tee. Racist.
No, finish it. Keep it going.
Wait, I don't remember. I don't know. I scared. Nicki can't rip no beats. She ain't even from the streets. I'ma drop you like a bag of groceries. You know what the groceries too heavy and you drop it at the door?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
now,
they squashed that
JT
beef,
went on
right?
Twitter and said, "You're so delusional. I wanted to repeat the song I made in my car, and we was laughing the whole live like a phone convo. We talked about literally everything, and it was all laughs." And Nicki Minaj said, "Man, F these duds, babe. Everyone on the live knows how dope it was from beginning to end. We were having fun, being silly. That's a little freestyle she was actually making up off the top of her head in her car. Since y'all keep trying to pull her down, I'ma go mad hard for her."
Can I hear it one more time? Can I hear the JT freestyle again? Can we hear that again? Oh, we can't? No.
This track is against me in the car when you was in the car. How that song go? Rap that song right now.
My diss song is say, wait, what it say? Nicki can't rip no beat. She ain't even from the street, so I was in my Jeep, my blue tee, my braces.
No, finish it. Keep it going.
Wait, I don't remember. I don't know. I scared. Nicki can't rip no beat. She ain't even from the streets.
She was freestyling.
I'ma drop you like a bag of groceries.
Oh.
You know what the grocery store had and you drop it at the door?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, you can't hold that against her. JT was a kid and she was shooting at the top shot.
Now they was squashing.
That's what hip hop is about. Shoot at the top shot.
All right. Well, that is your rumor report. Up next, we got the People's Choice Mix. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.